Hello, everyone, and welcome to Race 7 of the 2024 CFRL Cup Series season. Tonight, we are at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Now, before we get started here tonight and talk about what's in store for us, I would like to finish some unfinished business, if you will, because the doubleheader kind of ended, prematurely on the last race, and I figured, well, since that happened and I was unable to bring you the rest of it, I should sort of give you the lowdown on what happened. So, when we left, when the broadcast at Canadian Tire ended early, it was Spencer Boyce holding on to get the win at Canadian Tire in dominant fashion, and then over at Auto Club, Tegan Jones held off the entirety of the field to get his fourth win of the season, meaning that he has won 2/3 of the races this season. So, and after that, we of course had 2 off weeks, so that way everyone in the league can enjoy both the Super Bowl on the 11th and the Daytona 500 on the 18th. So now that everybody's rested and refreshed, we're ready to get back to racing. And oh boy, we've got a show for y'all tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Now, of course, it's a mile and a half, but it's a rather, I would say, interesting mile and a half, because in this game it is the old version of Atlanta, but it kind of sort of drives like the new Atlanta, as you can pretty much go flat out in certain parts of the track. Now, of course, there are points where you do have to let off, but of course there are some instances where you can go flat out. But that would be to the detriment of the drivers tonight, since one of the most important factors for a track like Atlanta is tires, 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 and more tires. As Atlanta is one of the most tire-hungry tracks that we ever go to. And, and I see Ghost in the chat. Hey, what's up, man? Hope you're enjoying the start of the broadcast. And of course, it is, I am Brian Harper, Darth Kylo. It is, just me again tonight. Hopefully I can get someone else in here at some point. But yeah, Atlanta is, a very tire-hungry track, and if you're not careful, like, your tires are going to basically turn into cream cheese before the halfway point. And another big thing, draft. Yeah, even though this is the old Atlanta, and it drives like the new Atlanta at times, draft is still like a very important part of not just the race here at Atlanta, but pretty much every mile and a half that we go to, both here and in the real world. So, who will be mastering their drafting skills and their tire conservation skills tonight? Only one way to find out, and that is to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So, and before we get underway, we will go ahead and run through the starting lineup. On the pole is the 48 of Bradley Domer Jr., and again, and we've been saying this like a lot so far this season, and even all the last season, he has been like a really fast qualifier, and he's always in a position to win when he starts out front. But starting right next to him is his teammate, the 88 of Jared Haw. Row 2, we have Kamal Wright and Michael Fox. Row 3, we have Spencer Boyce, who got the win at Canadian Tire on his birthday, mind you, and Michael Whitman, who, fun fact, finished second both times at the doubleheader. Row 4, we have David Wessel and Ryan Parsons. Hold up, I'm getting the word that I can go ahead and join the lobby. All right, so row 4, David Wessel and Ryan Parsons. Row 5 is Kevin Hall, or Kevron, who is in my party as well, and he will chime in from time to time, and rookie James Iaconelli. Row 6, we have Tegan Jones, who has now won 2/3 of the races this season, and Salvador Zavala, whose best amigo, Daniel Suarez, took the win at the Real Atlanta, like just now. Row 7, we have Joshua Harris and Kevin Williams. Row 8, we have Matt Connors and Anthony Peters. And already we're having some issues, and probably lobby-related issues. So I guess that that means the lobby will have to be reset. Yeah, because I'm looking at, and of course, as you just saw, and as I was looking at Mike's stream, he pretty much died going into turn 1, and now everybody's going warp speed. But anyway, looking at this grid, I would definitely say, Bradley, because he is, on the pole, he does have a great chance of winning, and qualifying very well week in and week out, you're always going to have a chance to go out there, run out front, and trying to get yourself a decent result. Another driver I'm going to keep my eye on tonight is the 9 of Michael Whitman. Not only has he shown some pretty good speed, especially at the doubleheader where he finished second in both races, but after the escapades of a Mr. Austin Cindric and someone who was known as the Watermelon Man, he has a bit of a fire under his belly, and he's going to try to make some noise, because sometimes when somebody is kind of PO'd, you expect them to get a little salty on track, both in pretty much every which way imaginable. But even though he is starting 11th, you cannot, or I would say you can never, count out the 4 of Tegan Jones. He has won 4 races this season. We have run 6 races so far, so 2/3 of all the races so far in the 2024 season have been won by Tegan Jones. And he has been on a tear not only this season, but pretty much every single year that he has run in this league. And he is not only a threat tonight, but he is always a threat. So we shall see what happens when we get underway, especially considering that Atlanta is a very interesting 1.5-mile track. As we're gonna hopefully get the race going here, when we don't have any more issues. Now, it may look like everyone is kind of surging sideways and lagging all over the place on my end. But wait, hold up. I was about to say it. I have my stream open and it looked fine, but apparently it was not. So hopefully we will. Hopefully the third time is the charm. I'm gonna go ahead and hold up a second. Let me pull up the Cup Series points. Yep, here we go. With his 4 wins this season, Tegan Jones has a 15. He has a 15-point advantage over the second place of Michael Whitman. Now, of course, it is early in the season, and pretty much anything can change, especially for guys like right around that cut line, like Anthony Peters or Michael Fox or Kamal Wright or Sebastian Padilla. Yeah, but again, it is very early. And there's still plenty of time for a lot of these guys to come out and make some noise here. But hopefully, we'll try and get this race underway for y'all. As everyone is in the lobby now. And I think the issue is some guys were running custom cars. And sometimes, those custom schemes can create a bit of connection issues when it comes to trying to have a stable lobby. But now that everyone's going to try to run the cars that come with the base game or its DLC, we're going to try to get underway without any other interruptions. And the timer on the lobby ticked down, which is my cue to go ahead and join in. We're going to keep an eye on things here just in case. Yeah, everything looks to be okay so far. But of course, with this game, you never really know, at all. And everybody's coming on the pit road because I believe some guys got a bit of damage in that little scuffle at the start, trying to get in their starting positions, which, of course, will be allowed for situations like this. And yeah, it looks like everything looks good, and we should be able to get rolling here when everyone makes their pit stops and repairs their damage and gets in their spots. Yeah, and looks like, everybody is trying to get in their spots. We're going to double up. Of course, there will be one stage tonight. It will be 42 will be white and 43 will be checkered for the stage. Let's go ahead and find Bradley's point of view, and there it is. He has chosen the outside lane for the start. Getting awfully quiet down in turn 4. And everybody's just waiting to get raring to go after a couple weeks off. It's 2 Hendrick cars on the front row. Bradley Domer Jr. and Jared Haw. Green flag is out and we are underway at Atlanta. And Bradley Domer Jr. leads lap 1, and his teammate Jared Haas still right behind him. Yeah, pretty much everybody in just one giant pack. Because at the top of the show, I did say, even though that this is the old version of Atlanta, it kind of drives like the new Atlanta, as Wessel kind of got off the track a little bit. And that's going to create a bit of a stack up as we're riding along with the 4 of Tegan Jones. Of course, David Wessel is his teammate in front of him. Again, using that draft to pull him along on the high side. Of course, he was drafting with the 3 of Kevin Williams, and now he's side by side with Wessel. And he is ducked down low. Now he's under attack from the 24 of Iconelli. And from the looks of where he's running, he's about where he started. I think he may have gained a spot or so. Yeah, looks like he's running 10th at the moment, only gained 1 spot. Meanwhile, the highest running Stuart Haas car is the 10 of Kamal Wright. He's running in 3rd place, and he's under attack from the 9 of Michael Whitman, and he's trying to make it a 1-2-3 for Hendrick in the early stages of this race. And he's also kind of the meat in the Chevy sandwich, with 2 Chevys out front and 2 Chevys behind him. Yeah, but he's trying to change it as Jared Haw kind of leaves the door open, but he hangs on to 2nd. And we got the 9 of Michael Whitman. Hey, he is like right on the bumper. Might have given him a little bit of a tap. And meanwhile, the top 5 have broken away. We got Ryan Parsons running in 6th. He's all by his lonesome. But that pack behind him might catch him, led by his 2 Stuart Haas teammates. And for the most part, they're pretty much all running single file. Of course, they are, you know, bouncing around and jostling around, but they are still holding their lines. Because again, it is the old version of Atlanta. It does have bumps in it, even though it does, again, drive like new Atlanta somewhat. No, we got a battle between Sal and Harris. And Sal takes advantage of it, and he's got Cameron Morris right behind him, giving him a push. Or an arrow push. We got the 2 cars in the back of the field. The 3 of Kevin Williams and the 24 of James Iconelli. And it looks like Michael Whitman might have gotten around Kamal Wright in the 10. So now it is a Hendrick 1-2-3. Yeah, and as I said earlier, because of what happened in the real race in Atlanta earlier, he's going to be driving like he's a man on a mission. And he's already looking like he is, as he is now running in third place. And all the while, it looks like we might have a battle for the lead brewing between his two Hendrick teammates of Bradley and Jarrett. Try and peek down to the inside. But Bradley holds on to that top spot. And Parsons has caught up to the front pack, so now it's a 6-car pack. But Whitman's now looking to make a move on his teammate. It looks like now we have a battle for 7th brewing. Tegan Jones got around Wessel. He's got help from Spencer Boyce, and he clears him. But now Spencer's going to try. Tegan holds on to it. And now we're looking at Parsons trying to make a move. Trying to make a move on the 42 of Fox. But he's going to stay right where he is in 6th. Yeah, everyone basically running single file at this juncture of the race. As we are now on lap 17, as we have 26 laps in the stage to go. Now Jones is under attack from Spencer again. Yeah, of course, we are 17 laps into the race. And I'm guessing, you know, everybody's starting to worry about their tires at this point. Because, again, Atlanta is a very tire-hungry track. And even with, you know, like a normal wear or ×2 wear, like, that tire wear can really sneak up on you. But these guys are running ×3. So, yeah, they're definitely going to have tires on their mind. It looks like we got a battle for the lead brewing again. Between Jared Haw and Bradley Domer Jr., but now Whitman's joining into the fray. And he's still tucked right in between his two teammates. Oh, but Whitman's trying to make a move on the high side now, as there was a little bit of contact going into one. But I think that contact might have moved Kamal right up the track a little bit. Same with Fox. But they all keep it in line. And now 3 of the cars in that second pack have broken away, and now they have formed their own 3-car pack with Tegan Jones, David Wessel, and Spencer Boyce. And now Spencer's the meat in a Stewart-Haas sandwich. Looks like we're got a battle for 12th between Joshua Harris and Anthony Peters. Of course, Anthony Peters rocking the red, white, and blue Skittles car. Now Harris right on that back bumper. Oh, that looked like a bump and run there. That's gonna give Harris the 12th spot. But now he's gonna try to work on getting himself into the top 10 with Matt Connors and Cameron Morris in front of him. Meanwhile, at the front, Hendrick Motorsports still 1, 2, 3. Oh, a little bit of a, Jared Hall might have gotten loose there. That might allow Whitman to make a move. Everybody thinks better of it. But yeah, at this juncture of the race, yeah, everybody's tires is probably screaming right now. Because I am looking at Michael Whitman's screen, and pretty much all of his tires, especially the right sides, are basically cooked as he's running. As it's 30% wear on the the right front, and 17 on the right rear. And of course, when tire wear gets to 20% or below, the tire indicator light will come on the hood. And that basically means, yeah, it's time to come in for tires. But, you know, a lot of these guys, you know, even though the tire wear, you know, is basically on the brink of, you know, blowing out the tire, a lot of these guys can run a little bit longer if they know how to conserve their tires right. There's also about 3 laps of fuel left in the tank for a lot of these guys. Of course, a lot of these guys, especially David Wessel and Michael Fox, know how to save fuel. And it looks like, yeah, Michael Whitman's trying to get around Jarrett for second. Oh, but they're coming in. It's Bradley, Mike, Ryan Parsons, Michael Fox. We got Cameron Morris, Joshua Harris, Anthony Peters, James Iconelli. They're all coming in for their first stop. And that's going to hand the lead over at the moment to Jared Haw. Yeah, now they're coming in. Oh, no, it's Jared and Tegan. That's going to have, that's going to leave Kamal right on track. But he'll probably have to come in this time. And he is. And so that probably means when pits cycle out, Bradley Domer Jr. will reassume the lead. Well, he's not quite there yet. As Kamal Wright's extra lap put the field a lap down. But he is coming out of the pits now, and yeah, it looks like Bradley Domer Jr. Oh no, it's Michael Fox in the lead. Yeah, Michael Fox in the 42 has taken over the top spot. So yeah, an awesome pit stop by his crew there to get him out front. As I believe we have 11 laps to go in the stage. Sure, Michael Fox is running out front, but Bradley, he is catching him little by little. And yeah, Bradley's basically there now. Oh, we got Jared and Tegan into the wall. As Bradley makes the move on the inside, trying to take the lead. And he takes it. So Bradley has reassumed the lead after cycling out of the green flag pit stops in second. And now we got Michael Whitman making the move for second on Fox. Got the two Michaels side by side. And Whitman gets the better of it. Yeah, look at Tegan Jones. He started 11th as he gets a bit of a shot from Jared Haw there. But he started 11th and he's worked his way up to 6th, and he might make the move on his two teammates for 4th. Getting around Wessel, and he just shoots on by Ryan Parsons for 4th. So yeah, overall a good start to the race for Tegan as he's gained 7 spots since the start. And now he's going to try to make it 8 as Michael Fox moves up high to give Tegan the spot. And now Jones is running 3rd. Yeah, another great drive so far from the 3-time Cup Series champion of Tegan Jones. But knowing Tegan, like, he doesn't want to stay in 3rd. He wants to be, out front leading this thing. And if he can keep up this momentum, that's exactly what's going to happen, as Jared Hall might have gotten in the grass a little bit. And we got a move. Kevin Williams making a move on Joshua Harris. I believe this is for 13th. I believe it is now 5 laps to go in the stage. Yeah, so far Bradley has had a really strong car. And of course we know that he is, like one of, if not the best qualifier in the Cup Series, but he does seem to have a bit of an issue when it comes to finishing races at the top spot. Sure, he can get, really good finishes, but, he wants to win. If he qualifies on pole, then yeah, he wants to win this race, but the luck just really hasn't been on his side as of going back to last season. We got 3 laps to go in the stage, as now Tegan Jones is making the move on Michael Whitman for second, and he's got his teammate Ryan Parsons behind him. And he's making that move on the high side. You don't really see many moves made out there, because Atlanta's typically a one groove racetrack. They're almost 3 wide back there. 2 to go. I mean, for Tegan Jones, it may be too little too late to get the stage win unless Bradley has a bobble or a problem. Lap and a half to go. And here we go, last lap of the stage. Now Whitman's trying to make a move on Tegan. And they are side by side for second. And it looks like Whitman will take second away. There's a little bit of contact between the 4 and the 88 back there for third, as Bradley Domer Jr. takes stage to win. Or takes the stage win. So yeah, very solid stage for Bradley Domer Jr. RCR Bush and Dylan 38 in the chat saying hello. And I hope you're enjoying the race so far. As you thought the stage race was kind of nuts, then yeah, get ready for the rest of it. As it looks like it is a Hendrick 1-2-3 for the stage, with Bradley, Whitman, and Jarrett in the top three, with Tegan Jones settling for fourth. Kamal Wright in fifth, David Wessel sixth. I think Ryan Parsons seventh. Of course, Sal Zavala has the first pit stall, which means we'll be focusing on him as we see the race off of pit road. And Bradley will win the race off. And of course, Kevin Williams was the only car a lap down, so he was able to come back around and get his lap back, and now he's making his stop. Of course, everyone now is slowing down to wait up for the three of Kevin Williams. They are kind of doubled up here. Yeah, he's coming off of turn 2 now, so I think we might go and take the green this time. And Bradley Domer Jr. has elected to take the high lane again. It worked out very well for him at the start. But we'll see if he can do it again. As they've approached the Geico restart zone, the green flag is out and we are back underway at Atlanta. Bradley got a great restart. As they were almost 3 wide in the back of the pack, but mostly everyone is running double file. We got Spencer in the grass. And just look at that hornet's nest of cars, like in the middle of the back of the pack. But it looks like everyone might settle down just for a little bit. As Matt Connor's in the grass. Contact between Kevin Hall and Michael Fox. And Hall takes advantage of it. And so does Connors. Okay, a little bit of contact there between the 42 and the 43. Contact between the 2 and the 3. That's going to force Kevin Williams up high. Well, we had a dogfight in the back of the pack. Now we're starting to see the makings of a dogfight in the front of the pack. As we got 3 of the Hendrick cars running up front, and all 4 of the Stewart-Haas cars running nose to tail right behind them. And you got another Ford of Joshua Harris in that mix as well. So we got 5 Fords versus 3 Chevrolets, with Spencer making up the 4th Chevrolet at the back of that pack. Oh, but Michael Whitman, he tried to make that move, but Bradley shuts the door. And now Whitman running a little bit up high. Jared Haw trying to take advantage of that. But everyone still stays in line. Oh, we got somebody back in the wall. Oh, and somebody in the grass. And that's the 3 of Kevin Williams. And that's going to force Anthony Peters into the wall. Oh, and James Iaconelli in the wall. But everyone kept it straight. We stay green. Now it looks like Kamal Wright's dropping to the back of the front pack. Oh, as we got a battle for the lead, as Michael Whitman takes over the top spot from Bradley Domer Jr. But how long will his lead last? Got 3 Hendrick cars out front, 3 Stewart-Haas cars right behind them, 3 Chevys out front, 4 Fords behind them. The top 9 just running single file. Yeah, you do kind of want to be aggressive when you need to be, but at a track like this, you do have to take care of your tires while doing so. Because you don't want your tires turning into cream cheese when you don't want them to. As there's a second pack of 2 cars between Kevin Hall and Cameron Morris. And they're going to try to work together to get up to the front get up to the front pack. Excuse me. Now there might be a bit of a breakup at the front there, but everyone keeps it in check. Yeah, and it looks like the two-car tandem of Kevin Hall and Cameron Morris, I think it looks like they are gaining on the front pack just a little bit. And meanwhile, we're looking at Jared Hall running in third. Whitman gets up the track a little bit, but Bradley tucks in behind. Yeah, but now the front pack's starting to pull away from that two-car tandem a little bit. As Wessel got on the back bumper of the 88. Everyone's still running single file as Joshua Harris went up high. Yeah, but now Tegan Jones making the move for fourth. Oh, Spencer got down on the apron. He comes back on track. And he has pretty much lost the draft. I think there might have been a little bit of contact between himself and one of the cars in the front pack. Yeah, but now he's under attack from the two-car tandem of Hall and Morris. But of course, you never know, they actually might end up working together to catch back up. Meanwhile, Bradley's still trying to find a way to get back around his teammate after dominating the first stage of the race. As Whitman might have gotten either loose or gotten to the grass a little bit. That might allow Bradley to do something here. Yeah, but he still holds on to second, but that might open the door for Haw. But again, he hangs on. Now with the Hendrick cars battling, that's going to allow Tegan Jones to get in this mix. Hey, he was able to make the high lane work at the end of the first stage. He might try it again a little bit later on. Maybe even now if he wants to. Yeah, and it looked like that's what he's going to try to do. Oh, but Bradley got loose. That might have slowed Jared Hall up a little bit, and that'll allow Tegan to try to make the high lane work. Yeah, but he still slots in fourth. Oh, Whitman slides up the track just a bit. Oh, Ryan Parsons might have gotten into the apron. Sal comes in for his stop. Yeah, Ryan Parsons might have hit the apron, which caused him to go to the back of this front pack, which has pretty much checked out from the rest of the field. Yeah, and looking at Mike's stream, the tire situation, 27% wear on the right front, 18 on the right rear. Yes, Parsons making a move on Harris. And about 3 laps of fuel were remaining. Yeah, and Whitman still holding strong at the front, as Tegan Jones has gotten around Jared Haw for third. But with the top two sliding up the track a little bit, that might have allowed him to try and go for second. But he stays put. But now Haw's trying to make the high lane work. Yeah, but it looks like he might slide back to the back. Yeah, but the 4 and the 88 are still side by side for third. Almost a little bit of contact. That put Jared up high, and whoa! Oh, we got a huge wreck as Michael Whitman tried to come in for a stop. And that means the caution is going to come out. Yeah, the 4 involved, the 12 involved, the 24 involved, the 88 involved. And that's going to give the lead back to Bradley. Well, that was one way to bring out a caution, isn't it? Yeah, Michael Whitman, he tried to come down for his stop, but then he slowed down like right on that bottom groove, and that pretty much caused everyone to take evasive action. And then they all just got collected in that wreck, and everybody scrambled. Yeah, we're not even halfway yet. And now those were not able to make their pit stop when the caution came out are now able to come down pit road for their stops. As Matt Connors and Anthony Peters stay out. Of course, we will be looking at Sal's camera, since he is since he does have the first pit stall. Yeah, Bradley wins the race off, and Michael Whitman comes out in second. So when the caution came out, Whitman already made his stop, but he came back in with the rest of the field. He was in 8th, and he has jumped 6 spots to take over, to be second off of pit road. And yeah, it is, he is running in second place. And a lot of these guys are going to take the wave around. Including the 7 of Spencer Boyce, who was in the mix with the front group of cars, but maybe some contact or an ill-handling car caused him to get way down on the apron and out of contention. At least for now. We have 90 laps to go in the race now. Now everybody's about ready to get doubled up here. And yeah, Bradley takes the high lane once again. And yeah, and every time Bradley has chosen the high lane, he has jumped out to the lead. But we shall see where it goes from here. As we're coming down to the restart here. And there is about a couple second delay with Mike's stream that I'm looking at, but I think it's time for a CFRL crank it up.
48 on the outside.
Come on, I believe you're clear. So get on down, buddy.
You're good, dude. You're good, dude.
Thank you, Mike. That worked out pretty good. I was being right back fast. I'm just gonna play phone later with you.
I have to reset my wedge, god damn it. Fuck. Lose this shit. I don't know if you rolled in or not, Spence, but technically me and Mike haven't, even though I did recommend his screen, I did that.
It'll be nice if I can get in line.
God damn it. Do it again. You see that?
If you want to swap.
Yep, I do. I keep hitting that apron and ass
Sorry,
twitching it
Jeez.
and losing momentum.
After checkup.
You might.
Would have loved to have known that.
We can ask. You can get right over behind us. I didn't know that.
And Michael Whitman trying to make another move on Bradley for the lead. And he has the 41 right behind him. And as you may have heard, there was a bit of a checkout between the 14 and the 10. Or at least it involved the 14 in some way. Oh, but Whitman's trying to make it. He made that dive down low, but Bradley holds on to it. We have 85 laps to go now. Yeah, the 9 all over the back bumper of the 48. Oh, but he might have lost a little bit of momentum there. As now we got a battle for third between two of the Stewart-Haas cars, the 41 and the 4. Even they still get back in line. Yeah, but as you can see, running in the 9th position, the 24 of James Iaconelli, the rookie in the Cup Series. He started toward the back, and he ran there for pretty much the majority of the race so far, but I would say he's recovered pretty well, and he's running in 9th. But as I say that, he's Under attack from the 42 of Michael Fox, but he holds tough. Yeah, but now Bradley gets up high. And now Michael Whitman retakes the lead. And everyone is pretty much all single file. Now it looked like Wessel trying to make a move. Now it looked like Fox is running up high, and again, that two-car tandem of Kevin Hall and Spencer Boyce, now it's starting to work. As I believe they look like they're running in the 9th and 10th positions. Yeah, Hall running 9th, Boyce running 10th. Oh, but a little bit, I believe a couple of cars got loose there, and that's going to open the door for Spencer Boyce up high. Yeah, but it doesn't make it work, and now Fox is trying to go with Kevin Hall now. And he will. Yeah, but now Fox is making a move on Hall. And Hall running up high, and Boyce is going to go with him. And now Fox is trying to get Jared Hall as well. And that will be for 8. A little bit of contact between the 42 and the 88. The 88 might have gotten the wall. There's a stack up. They keep it straight. Oh, and I didn't look at it on Mike's stream, but we are past the halfway point now. And when they come back around, we'll see how many laps they have to go, and I believe it'll be 76. And yes, it is 76 laps to go. Yeah, there's still plenty of time left for a lot of these guys. As Bradley is right on the back bumper of the 9. And everyone is just running single file. Of course, they are bouncing and jostling and trying to do something, but for the most part, they are staying single file. Yeah, Whitman goes up high a little bit, but Bradley tucks in behind him. As we now have 2 Hendricks out front and 3 Stewart Haas's right behind them. And they're still just bouncing and jostling around out there. At this point, it basically is, you know, the top 10, top 12 cars out front. And Spencer Boyce making a move on the 88 of Jared Haw. I believe that will be for 9th or 10th. Oh, the 7 gets into the back bumper of the 42. And yeah, it is for 9th place. Meanwhile, out front, it's still the 9 and the 48, holding firm. Yeah, and the tires for these guys, as I'm looking at my stream, they do still look pretty good, but they are starting to wear down considerably, as the right front of Mike's car was at 40%, and his right rear was at 32, so I would say like a very decent split between the right front and right rear. Well, now it's down to 36 and 27 respectively. So yeah, at that point, like, now is the time to think about your tires, as Anthony Peters is the first car on pit road. Actually, scratch that. The 13 of Sal Zavala is the first car on pit road. So yeah, at this point in the stint now, it is like roughly time to start thinking about coming into the pits. And with Michael Whitman leading, I think he's learned his lesson about trying to peel off the track and come down pit road. As the 13 and 18 come off. Yeah, I'm sure he has that stack up turn big one on the back of his mind. Bradley again trying to make the move down low. Yeah, the top 10 all running together. Yeah, Mike's tires are now 25 and 14 on the right, with 3 laps of fuel left. So, yeah, I think it is time to really consider coming down pit road. As they got a few more cars in the pits: Kevin Hall, Cameron Morris, Matt Connors, Spencer's coming in. Got the 3 of Kevin Williams in as well. Oh, we got the 10 of Kamal Wright just slammed the back. Oh, we got 2 cars in the back just wrecking. Looks like the caution's going to come out again. It looks like, yeah, the reciprocants of that, because I think I might have seen one of them get airborne. Yeah, and Whitman is in. And yeah, the caution is out. Well, that was a pretty odd sequence of events there, because, well, from what I saw, it looked like Kamal had one of his lag surges, and that caused Tegan Jones to go up high and slam the wall. But then, like, on an unrelated note, somewhere in the back, I believe it was the 10 and the 88 that got together, and one of them, like, flew in the air. Honestly, I don't know which one it was. I think it might have been the 10 that was flying. And again, Michael Whitman already made a stop, but he's coming in again. I believe a few of these guys that have already made stops are coming back in again. So that way everyone can be on an even playing field. Yeah, that was another cycle of green flag pit stops that kind of ends under caution here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that when they said, caution's out, race it back, some of those guys that thought about coming in, they thought against it and stayed out on track. And I know the 48 was the first one to do so. Yeah, now it looks like the 14 of Ryan Parsons has taken over the lead with Stuart Haas cars of David Wessel right alongside. Yeah, and Tegan Jones, again, he started 11th, a little bit toward the back of the pack. He is now up in the 4th place. He was up in 2nd or 3rd at one point before the end of the first stage. So yeah, he's having a pretty good run, I would say. And it looks like everyone's bunched up back together, so we are going to go back green. We're going to take the green flag with 61 laps to go. We are back underway at Atlanta. Yeah, Parsons got a great restart, and you can thank the 4 of Tegan Jones for that. And that's going to put him up to 2nd. Yeah, Michael Whitman and Bradley Domer Jr., they're now running in 5th and 6th, and they were probably thinking, what just happened at that caution break? We were just leading the race. And now they got their work cut out for them to try and get back up there. Well, now it's a Stuart Haas top 3 with the 14, the 4, and the 41. And it looks like a 5-car breakaway. Yeah, but it looks like Michael Whitman, who's now running in 6th, he has the draft off his teammate Bradley. And yeah, now the rest of the pack has caught up to the front 5. And now that the 48 and the 9 are back together, they could probably think about starting to make some moves. Yeah, but Bradley trying to make that move on the 42 of Michael Fox. Again, they stay tight. And the top 10 are running single file in one big pack. Looks like we're coming to 55 laps to go. And yep, it is indeed 55 to go. Yeah, but Whitman running up high. That might open the door for Harris, but again, they stay put. All the while, it's still Ryan Parsons out front. You know, we're looking at David Wessel running in third, and he has pretty much stayed there in that position for the entirety of the race. But the big difference is he's now got two of his teammates in front of him. Yeah, and Whitman now running up high. Trying to make something work. But to no avail. But Bradley, again, trying to make the move on Fox. And they are really just bouncing around out there. As Bradley found an opening. And so is Whitman, and that's gonna send Michael Fox to the back. A little bit of contact between the 9 and the 48. Yeah, and Whitman, again, running up high, trying something. And now everyone else just slides up high. And now the 9 is under attack from the 12 of Harris. And he's got the 10 to come all right behind him. But he holds on to it. And this top 10 is still really close-knit. As now we got a battle for 6th between the 10 and the 12. Side by side coming into 3. Oh, maybe a little bit of contact there. That's going to send the 12 up high. And the 10 clears him. So now Kamal Wright is running in 6th. And meanwhile, everyone else is still kind of spread out as we're looking at the 37 of Kevin Hall and the 7 of Spencer Boyce, riding along with the 2 of Cameron Morris. Yeah, no, Morris makes a move on Spencer. This is, I believe, for 12. They're still side by side with him. Morris clears him. We're looking at the 4 of Tegan Jones now. Who's pretty much inherited the 2nd spot by virtue of that wacky caution during the cycle of green flag pit stops. And now overall he has gained 9 spots from his original starting position. But of course, if you know Tegan Jones at all, like, he wants more. Like, he wants to go out there and pretty much dominate every race he can. And he's definitely done that for the entirety of his career. And he just wants to add on to his already impressive stats. Oh, now he's trying to make a move on Parsons for the lead. It looks like he'll hold on to 2nd for now. As we got a battle for 5th between the 9 and the 10. But everyone ducks back in line as we now have 40 laps to go. And yes, indeed, it is 40 to go. And look at Kamal Wright using the high lane to try and get around the 9. Yeah, but the 48 ducks down low to help out his teammate. Yeah, and that little scuffle caused the 3 Stewart-Haas cars to break away for just a little bit, but just like that, the rest of the pack has caught up to him. Oh, Bradley might have hit the apron a little bit. And Tegan took the high line just for a split second. And the 48 of Bradley right on the back bumper of the 41 as we got some cars on pit road. The 2, the 7, the 18, and the 3. Yeah, and it's about that time to start thinking about your pit stops. Yeah, if you're the 48 and the 9, who are, pretty much the class of the field up until that that second caution. Like, you're just hoping that you have a good stop here, or at the very least, hope that not another caution comes out as the 41 of David Wessel peels off and comes into pits, as is the 37 of Kevin Hall. And now I think it's about time for the front pack to come in as, yeah, the 14 of Ryan Parsons peels off now. Yeah, and he's the only one of that group to hit the pits. And now Tegan Jones has taken over the lead. But it won't be for long, as he might duck down pit road now. And yes, he is, as well as Bradley and Whitman and Kamal, Harris, Fox, Iconelli, and Jared Haw. We're going to take a look at Tegan here. See who wins the race off. And it looks like Bradley and Michael Whitman will win the race off of pit road. And something happened to Tegan Jones as well as the 42 of Fox, I think. Either they got damage, or more than likely they got themselves a speeding penalty. And since both of them are leaving the pits at the same time, I think it might have been a penalty. An unfortunate turn of events for the 4 of Tegan Jones, as well as the 42 of Fox. And with all of that, the 41 of David Wessel is your leader. Yeah, he was one of the first in that front group of cars to come down to pit road for a stop. And he made that undercut strategy work. But more importantly, the guy who started on pole and led a good chunk of stage 1, Bradley Domer Jr., is running in second. And it looks like he might be gaining on the 41 just a little bit. Yeah, and with that cyclist off, that means everybody is spread out now. Of course, there could be some guys that could link up and form a new pack, try and catch up. Yeah, and it looks like Bradley is catching Wessel just little by little. As we now have 29 laps to go. Oh, he's there. And Bradley is there. But now the question is, will he try to make a move, or will he stay behind Wessel? Use a draft to try and save some fuel. Yeah, but he's probably going to go with option A as he is on the inside of David Wessel. He's trying to retake the top spot. And they're still side by side going into 4. Yeah, but with them battling, that's going to allow the 10 to come all right to catch up to this. And they are still side by side. Yeah, but it looks like Bradley will clear Wessel now. And now because of that, Kamal Wright has enough momentum to try to make the high side work. Yeah, but he ducks down behind his teammate for third. Now it's looking like the 9 and 14 are working it together, and they've pretty much caught back up. They got the 12 Harris behind him. Of course, Bradley had 1 or 2 lap fresher tires than David Wessel. That's how he was able to catch up so quick. But now the question is the timing of that last pit stop. Or the money stop, as a lot of people call it. Will Wessel try the undercut again? And if it does, will that be the move that wins him the race? But if I were him, I would try as best as you can to pit whenever Bradley pits. That way you can be on like the same playing field as him. But since he pitted like 1 or 2 laps too early, I don't know if he might make it work. And it's looking like we got a battle for third brewing between the 9 and the 10. The 14's going with Whitman. And Michael Whitman is now in third. So it's Hendrick, Haas, the top 5. And Harris wants a piece of this action as he's now trying to work his way back up. Again, that's the timing of that final pit stop. As we're now coming to 20 laps to go. And in 15 of those laps, that's when there will be no more cautions. So yeah, at this point, it's pretty much a 5 or 6 horse race. As we have one car coming off of pit road, and it is the 13 of Sal Zavala. And I know the top 5 is probably thinking, like, what they want to do. Like, when they want to come in, what tires and fuel are they going to take. But if I were them, I would definitely consider taking 4 tires and a full tank of gas the rest of the way. Because again, with Atlanta as tire hungry as it is, and the tire wear and fuel settings that we run here, yeah, it probably is best to go with 4 tires and a full tank. There's 17 laps to go, and according to Mike's stream, he has about 10 laps of fuel, and I'm guessing a lot of these guys have about 9 or 10 laps of fuel now. .48 of Bradley. Still holding on to that top spot. As we now have 15 laps to go. Oh, Michael Whitman doing a little bit of blocking in front of the 14 of Parsons. And now he's trying to make the move on Wessel for second. He was right on the back bumper of the 41. Yeah, and the closer we get to the end of this race, it's looking more and more likely that your winner is going to be one of these 5 guys running out front. But the ultimate question is, which one will it be? Oh, Wessel might have hit the apron a little bit, and he hits the apron again. That's going to stack the rest of the pack behind him. And let Bradley pull away just that little bit. But they are still well within his draft. And it looks like Ryan Parsons and David Wessel are coming in right now. Wessel going to try to make that undercut work again. But hopefully it'll be for the race win. At least that's what he's hoping. So now it's Bradley and Whitman, the top 2. When are they going to come in? Bradley's coming in now. And Michael Whitman is now taking the lead. He has 3 laps of fuel. 17 on the right front, 13 on the right rear. And then the same thing with Kamal Wright. But Kamal's coming in and Whitman still stays on track. He's trying to make an overcut strategy work. We have 9 laps to go now. A pretty gutsy move by the 9, staying out as long as he is. Trying to make an overcut strategy work, and it looks like, yeah, now he's coming in. And now he is in. And it looks like the Ford Tegan Jones is in now. He had a very strong car, and he was out front right around the after that second wacky caution. But a speeding penalty has pretty much erased his hopes for a 5th win this season. As Michael Whitman is leaving the pits now. He still has the lead, but Bradley's coming up at speed. He's gonna have the momentum to get around. And Bradley takes the lead. Yeah, but Whitman now has the fresher tires. So Bradley was able to make an undercut work at the moment. So we now have 7 laps to go, but Whitman has the fresher tires. So now the Hendrick guys are running 1-2 once again. But if you're the 9 of Michael Whitman and you have the fresher tires since you pitted so late, and your teammate is right in front of you, do you make a move for the win, or do you tuck behind him and get a strong result for the team? As we're now coming off of 4, as we now have 5 laps to go, no more cautions. Yeah, Michael Whitman is there. Yeah, he is right on the back bumper of the 48 now. Yeah, but Bradley is now going to try to fight for his life. Try to get that win, but a little bit of contact as Whitman found a way on the bottom. But Bradley holds on to that lead. Oh, this is going to be it's going to be one of those exciting Atlanta finishes. Now coming up to 3 laps to go, Michael Whitman trying every which way to get around his teammate. Oh, Michael got to run right on that back bumper of the 48. Oh, Bradley might have gotten the apron a little bit. Michael goes up high, almost getting to the wall. They're side by side for the lead. 2 laps to go. Michael Whitman edged him out. He's trying to make that move on the high side. A little bit of contact, and Michael Whitman might clear Bradley here coming off of 2. And he clears him. Wow, with a lap and a half to go. Michael Whitman overcut his teammate Bradley, which almost didn't work, but now with that fresher tires, he has now taken the lead as we come to the white flag. 1 more lap to go. Bradley's going to have 1 more chance to get him. He's right there. But Whitman makes the block. Bradley's going to have 1 more chance here. Yeah, but Michael shuts the door. He's going to run out of time. Michael Whitman takes the win at Atlanta. Wow, what a hard-fought battle with the 2 Hendrick teammates. But ultimately, it was Michael Whitman making the overcut work and using the fresher tires to his advantage to take the win over his teammate. What a finish. And at the top of the show, I did say that Michael Whitman was going to be driving like a man on a mission because of what happened in the real world race at Atlanta. But now it's mission accomplished for the 2023 champion. And Michael Whitman with the win, Bradley Domer Jr. second, Kamal Wright third, Ryan Parsons fourth, J.B. Hoff fifth, or Jared Hoff fifth, James Iconelli sixth, Joshua Harris seventh, Kevin Hall eighth, Cameron Morris ninth, and David Wessel 10th. And it was Kamal Wright with the fastest lap. But wow, what a finish. And let's go ahead and get our race winner, Michael Whitman, into the party. Man, what a race. Yeah, and there he is, your race winner, Michael Whitman, making the overcut work late in the race. Like, talk about those laps, those last few laps battling with your teammate there for the win.
Very intense. It's very documented how he hasn't won one of these yet, and you know, it will come at one point. He's been so close so many times with these mile-and-a-half tracks. The overcut, I felt pretty good about my car solo at that point, and I kind of liked how I was going to feel on two tires with an adjustment I was planning to make, and I did end up making. And I caught the 48 pretty quickly. I didn't really expect to get him on the outside. I tried to get him on the inside. We made a little contact, and then I went around the outside. I kind of held him tight to the apron. That got him down into the apron, which got him into me. I kind of got us even, but I had a pretty good run through 3 and 4, and that got me clear. And just didn't look in my mirror after that, and just hoped it would work out okay, and it did. Just a great job by Bradley. Um, uh, you know, he's here every week doing a great job. So super happy for the team. I think JB got a good finish, and James they were both up there too. I don't remember exactly where. I think they were both top 5-ish in that range.
Yeah, Jared Haw finished fifth, and James Iconelli got sixth.
Yeah, great run for the team to get 1, 2, 5, 6. So really proud of that. Yeah, just happy to win. It really stinks. I feel bad because I know how badly Bradley wants one of these mile-and-a-half because it's about all that he hasn't done, winning wise. But glad I could get it done. Atlanta's been a track that I've been good at for a while. So, yeah, super happy to win it.
Now, take me through that cycle of green flag stops, which caused a huge stack up involving a lot of the top guys. Did you think that there was like gonna be that stack up, depending on where you were slowed down at the point of the track?
Which one are you talking about? There's about four.
I'm talking about the one that brought out the first accidental caution of the race with that big one involving Tegan Jones and a lot of those other guys.
Yeah. First of all, about pit entry, I just want to apologize to Tegan. Because I noticed on both of the stops that caused stack ups and event like which led to the yellows that we had from that, I was pitting on both of them, and I got hit both times, but the person that hit me didn't hit me on their end, and that's what happened with me and Bradley, and that got Bradley into Tegan because he was right behind Tegan, and then eventually caused Tegan the speed. So full apologies to that. I couldn't. There was nothing I could have done about it, but I still do feel quite bad that happened. Uh, but it's the game that we play on. I was lucky enough not to speed, and also lucky that the cautions would have came out. So even if I did speed, I would have been okay. But yeah, it was crazy because we have so many talented, fast drivers in this league, and with Atlanta, with the draft playing such a role, there was hardly a time where there was less than 10 people in that lead group. So with all of us pitting at the same time, kind of on the same strategy, because in this league with how strategy plays out on the stops, that mid-race stops, you kind of have to run them as long as you possibly can. Um, I we all came to pit and at the same time, and that's not going to be very good if we're going 180 on a pretty small finger. The one you're talking about where that caused the first wreck, I don't know. I think I'm thankful to Tegan because he took some evasive action not to hit me, and that's what caused the wreck. Um, so I appreciate him for that. Um, but yeah, it's just a product of the track with as many people as we have running in such tight quarters, and all of us probably pitting, most of us pitting on the same lap. It's pretty tough.
Yeah, and after one of those stops, you were pretty much out front for the entirety of that first stage. But then one of the stops, you and Bradley kind of fell back to like fifth or sixth. Like, what was your plan to try and get back up there, especially with the Stewart Haas guys leading that pack at the time?
Yeah, my plan was just to ride at that point. Um, I had enough confidence in my car that if we got strung out, that I was going to be able to make up some ground. And that's kind of where we ended up. The 10 was really fast there towards the end on that second to last run. So kudos to him. Um, and the 48 was really good too on his own. So it was just it was tough, but I had enough confidence in my car and kind of the positioning I was in that I was going to be okay. Give big shout out to Ryan on that second to last run, just sticking with me, pushing me all the way up so we could get to that top three of the 48, 41, and the 10. Um, so yeah, thankful for a lot of people tonight. A lot of people cut me breaks, and I'm appreciative of that.
And now at the top of the show, I did say that because of what happened at the real race at Atlanta, you were going to be driving like a man possessed or a man on a mission. And I would definitely say would definitely consider this mission accomplished, wouldn't you?
I don't think I drove like a madman. um, I think because it's tough. The top group of guys that were up in the front today had a pretty good understanding with each other. Not to make moves. There were a couple times where Bradley and I would swap because I feel like I was a better lead car for the group. And that if you saw that and thought I was passing Bradley and trying to get under him and doing it without him knowing, that was kind of a choreographed move whenever we would do that, just because he might have been struggling at that point in the race, and I felt like I was a little bit better as the lead car, and it kind of prevented some stack ups. But we're all so close, it's tough. but I would definitely say walking out of here with a win is a mission accomplished because there were a couple points where I didn't think that was going to happen. So super happy to pick that up.
Well, the strategy call worked in your favor, and you got yourself your second win of the season. And yeah, congratulations to you, and we will see you next week.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. See you later.
Now we're gonna try and get Bradley in here, but of course, since he does work early in the mornings, I do too. But yeah, we're gonna try to get him in here for an interview if he wants to sort of give his perspective on things. And there he is. Bradley, you started on the pole. You led a good chunk of the race, but a strategy call at the end kind of made you settle for second. And I know it's got to be tough losing that way. Mm. Yeah, but was there anything that you could have done differently against the charge that Mike was on? And Kevron, if you're still in here, do you have anything for him? Uh, well, I can obviously tell that you're disappointed with a second place finish, but it was still, a very good result. So, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Yeah, yeah, he wanted it. Like he wanted that one. We're gonna go ahead and get our third place finisher, uh, Kamal Wright, in here. I would say he had, a really good day. He was running up in the top 5, top 10 for pretty much a good chunk of the race, and he ended up with a third place finish, which is a, very good result for him. Yeah, and there he is, Kamal Wright, coming in here with a third place finish at Atlanta. Like, talk about what it looked like from your perspective, those last few laps. So yeah, like what was your perspective on the battle between Michael Whitman and Bradley Domer Jr.? Yeah, but unfortunately for you, they both kind of didn't crash. But yeah, top 5 at Atlanta, like still a very good result for you. Yeah, but Cameron, you have anything for Mr. Wright? No, we can't wait to see that. Kamal, thanks for joining us, and we will see you next week at Richmond. And all right, let's go ahead and get our fourth place finisher in here. And that is, if I can find his paint scheme, and that is Mr. Ryan Parsons. But yeah, I would say he had a pretty solid day as well. He was running in the top 5 for, again, a good chunk of the race, and he was even leading the race at one point, but he had to settle for a top 5 there at the end. But yeah, another solid result for one of the Stewart Haas guys. Yep. Yep. Yeah, and Ryan Parsons, a very solid day for you, finishing in fourth place. How did it feel out there?
Car was fast. I wish I would have taken back that 4-tire pit stop at the end, but I couldn't trust my left sides, and I felt like the car was fast enough to maybe have a chance at the top 3, or at least the top 2 as well. But that didn't go out that way.
Yeah, but speaking of the top 2, like, what was your view on that battle between Whitman and Nomer?
I didn't really have much of a. I could barely see it, but I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if one's mad at one.
Yeah,
I would not be surprised if that 48 is hot right now at that 9 car.
Yeah, he did sound pretty disappointed when we had him in here. But yeah, you were leading the race at one point during the final stage. Did you feel like that you had a car that could have won it if your cards fell right?
If my cards fell right, absolutely. I think I definitely felt like I had a top 5 car, and if everything would have fell right, I really think I could have won that race. It was definitely a really good car, but obviously the cars didn't fall right.
And now that pit road stack up with Michael kind of stopping on the track and collecting like the 4, the 37, and the 24, and like were you involved in that as well? And like what and how did you like feel about that whole kerfuffle, if you would like to call it that?
Which stack ups? Because there was 2 stack ups. Because I was involved in both.
Yeah, it was the one with sort of Whitman like stopping on like the lower groove of the track, Tegan taking evasive action, and then the entire field just getting piled in.
Oh, little unlucky. I thought if there was just enough room to get through, that I would have gotten out of there unscathed, and unfortunately I didn't. Because if I get out of there unscathed, I'm in the top 2 right out of the pits in that pit stop. So it sucks that I got caught up in that, but I don't think it affected my race much, obviously. So it happened, and luckily it didn't hurt me very much.
And Cameron, you have anything for him?
No, I felt like I had a really good car tonight. I didn't have the speed. I didn't have the speed to match the 4, the 10, or the 41 in that aspect, with my teammates at least. But I knew I could at least hold for a little bit and then hope to God my car was better on the long run. I think.
Yeah,
Thank you.
congrats on the top four, the top five, and we'll see you ready to go for Richmond.
Yep. Thank you guys.
Now we will have one more interview, and that will be the fifth place finisher, the 88 of Jared Haw. And again, he had like a pretty strong car too. He was running in the top three pretty much like the strategy just didn't really fall his way, and had to settle for a top five. But again, another strong result. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Of course, we will wait a little bit for him to get in here if he would like to be interviewed. But if not, then we will call it a stream. We'll probably give him another, I'd say, another minute or so. Hmm. Yeah, of course, you were on the most recent episode of the podcast still in your uniform. Maybe even before that. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and call it a stream for tonight. But yeah, wow, what a race there at the end. Probably the best finish of the year so far, I would say. Yeah, thanks. It is pretty cool hearing that. Yeah, especially since I am by my lonesome. Hopefully, we can get somebody in here to do a bit of a color commentary and not just me doing both play-by-play and color. But yeah, before we sign off, I will give my final thoughts on the race. Yeah, we were expecting like a lot of tire strategy and a lot of fuel strategy. And I say we definitely got the best of both worlds. And in the end, it was an overcut by the defending Cup Series champion Michael Whitman that got him around his teammate and pole sitter Bradley Domer Jr. to take his second win of the 2024 season. And with that, we will call it a stream here tonight. The midweek series is off this week, and they will return. Let me go ahead and pull up the schedule here, so that way I won't be mistaken. And yes, the midweek series is off this upcoming week, and we will be back in March for a truck race at Phoenix, which should be a lot of fun there. And of course, next Sunday we will be at Richmond for I believe our second short track race of the year, which should be a lot of fun. And we would like to thank you for watching tonight. Don't forget to like the stream, comment on it, share it with the people we know, and we will catch you all next time. So, good night, everyone.